What's up? But it's Rob. This is Apparel Success. And if you don't know who I am, I run a Canadian clothing brand called K-Bud that's doing well into the six figures in sales. And so I help clothing brands like yours get really good results. And this video here is just going to be kind of a hype video for the fourth quarter of 2021. Getting you ready for an amazing final 3 months of the year. Whether your clothing brand's been doing shiza so far and you haven't really been selling a lot, you're looking for something to sort of get the ball rolling, or if you're already killing it and you want to just finish off the year with a bang, this video here is just going to get you hyped for the fourth quarter of the year because it's always the biggest quarter of the year for any clothing brand. So let's get into it. Apparel Success is sponsored by my buds over at Design Crowd. And if designs are something that you struggle with, I really recommend that you give them a shot. These are some of the best-selling designs on my website, and I got them all made through Design Crowd. If you're interested, head over to designcrowd.com/apparel to learn about the special offer that I have for you, or simply use the discount code APPAREL when you post a project on Design Crowd. All right, we're gearing up for a huge fourth quarter. Getting you excited here, getting you going. I put in a huge order for inventory for my clothing brand right around the end of June. That should be here any day now. And probably by the time you're watching this video, I've already received it. And I spent a whack load of money on inventory for fall. And to be honest, I'll probably end up selling most of it in September and early October. And I'll probably end up placing another order just to stock up absolutely huge for Black Friday, because Black Friday is absolutely crazy. Last Black Friday ended up having a record month for my clothing brand, ended up really taking my clothing brand to a whole new level, and I'm excited to finally start coming up on that month for my own clothing brand and delivering and performing just like I did last year, but even better. What I'll be doing as I gear up for fall in the last few months of the year is I'll be doing a huge end of summer sale where I'll be putting all of my products on sale, trying to move a lot of the inventory that I still have on hand that is just sort of finishing off the summer so that I can get all these new products in that I'm coming out with for fall, and so that we can start fresh for the season and really have a lot of inventory stocked up. I'm coming out with 3 new hoodies for September. My clothing brand represents rural Canada, and it's inspired by the crazy things that we say in rural Canada. And one of the hoodies has "Oh sorry there, bud" on it, because in Canada we say sorry a lot. We're known as being really polite people. And so one of them says "Oh sorry there, bud," and it's a moose sitting on a car. Pretty cool. And then I've got another hoodie coming out that says "Oh yeah, no for sure, bud," because in Canada it's like "Oh yeah, no for sure, oh yeah, no for sure, yeah." So I decided to put that on a hoodie. I think that's going to sell like crazy because it's absolutely hilarious. And then I've got another hoodie coming out that is an "Oh yeah, bud" hoodie that I'm coming out with. It's basically the exact same thing as the t-shirt that I came out with this summer. And the reason why I'm doing that is because it sold like fire and it was like our best selling t-shirt in the summer. So I decided now I'm going to put that on a hoodie because I know that people are going to want it as a hoodie. And I've actually gotten a bunch of emails and DMs requesting that it be put on a hoodie. So I decided to do that. I'm coming out with campfire socks that have a Just Giver label attached to it that are specific for K-Bud with custom packaging. And I'm also coming out with new toques, or beanies, as you'd call it if you're outside of Canada. And so I'm stoked to release these new products. What I'm most excited about going into the fourth quarter of the year that I haven't been able to utilize up until this year, that I think is just going to absolutely destroy for my clothing brand, is TikTok ads. So going into Black Friday, going into these final few months of the year, I'm going to be running TikTok ads like crazy to promote the big Black Friday sales and to promote all the other sales that I have going on for my clothing brand, like Boxing Week and things like that. And the reason why I'm so excited about this is because the cost per click is super low. Nobody's really figured out TikTok ads. And I've been running TikTok ads for the past like 4 months now. I've really gotten a good feel for it. And I'm super stoked to put everything that I know in practice for my own clothing brand going into these final 4 months. And I think that it's just going to absolutely destroy, on top of running the Facebook ads, on top of running the Instagram ads and things like that. I plan on spending a boatload of money on advertising in the last quarter of the year because I plan on making a shipload of money from it in return. And if you're thinking about advertising for your clothing brand, this is the time to really start mastering it with a lower budget so that you can start ramping it up in the fourth quarter of the year when most people's buying temperature is high. There's a great saying by Henry Ford: the man who stops advertising to save money is like the man who tries to stop a clock to save time. It doesn't work because advertising is sort of the lifeblood of your business. And if you can master the advertising to the point where you know that whatever amount you spend on ads, you're going to make enough to still be in the profit, increase the volume, and keep your business growing, then there's no problem with advertising. This is a huge mental block that a lot of people have with their clothing brands. Advertising is a beautiful thing if you know how to read your metrics, if you know how to read your numbers, and where you're not in a loss from it. So I really just kind of wanted to throw that out there and just let you know, yeah, I plan on spending a lot of money on ads because I plan on making way more from the ads that I'm running where I'm still in a profit. And on top of that, I'm going to be stockpiling content to be posting on Instagram and all of the social media platforms to supplement all of the ads with organic reach as well. I'm going to be running some contests on TikTok, some contests on Instagram, and doing everything I possibly can to keep all of that growing as well. So it's not like I'm just running ads for my own clothing brand. But, I'm really stoked for this last quarter of the year. I hope that everybody's been preparing for this season because it really is where you can make like 50% of your year's revenue in 1 month in November during Black Friday. You can sell a whackload of clothing in a short amount of time and really save a bad year if you're having a bad year for your clothing brand, or if things haven't really been moving all that well for you yet. I remember in my first year running my clothing brand, we started it in around May, and we really struggled to make any sales until about October. So those first 6 months growing our brand were like really a huge struggle. And then when October hit, we released our first hoodie for our brand, and it really helped our brand like crazy. I remember we sold like $3,000 or $4,000 worth of that hoodie in October, and that was the first time we'd ever done like thousands of dollars in a month. And it was like, whoa, holy crap, we can actually do this. And so I really think that, fall in this fourth quarter is a huge opportunity for any brand. It doesn't matter if you haven't really been able to get sales happening for your brand yet at all, or if you're already killing it for your brand. If you haven't been able to make sales yet for your brand at all, it's a huge opportunity to really turn things around and get the ball rolling for you for the first time. And if you are already killing it with your brand, it's a great opportunity to take your brand to a whole new level. And so it's just a really exciting time, and I'm just here to get you fired up for it from one clothing brand owner to another, and I really hope that it did. If you haven't already, check out my free clothing brand marketing masterclass. All you have to do to get access is go to apparelsuccess.com/masterclass, and you can watch the whole thing for free. And if you've made it to this point in the video, I want to tell you about the closed Facebook group that we have for Apparel Success. There's a link in the description. Follow that link, join us in the group, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.